Hello, lovely people. So it's Suze, Crystal Wolf from Crowfire Talk. Just bringing the camera down, getting all confused then. Let's get the incense out of the way. It's going a bit mad. I'm going to light a candle today. So you can tell it's getting that time of year because it's darker. So we're going to do the reading for the week from today till next Monday. Don't know what the dates are at the top of my head. And we're going to use the Crystal Mandala Alana Fairchild as well. So we'll do one of each. Let's give a little bit of shuffle. So I hope you're all fine. Oh my goodness, I'm really struggling with the energies. Friday just was completely gone for me. I spent most of the day asleep, just out of it. I just didn't function at all. It was a complete nightmare. I thought, oh God, I'm in full fibro flare, but no, it seems to have passed a bit, but I'm struggling to breathe. So I don't know whether I had a 24-hour virus or it's just all the planetary stuff or a mixture of all. No idea whatsoever. So we're just gonna see what energies we've got, how the week is going to show for us. Yeah, right, I'm gonna split them into three. I'm gonna read from that one. So we go from that, split these into three. I think we'll go with that one, and let's give these a quick shuffle. See, yeah, so it's Bank Holiday Monday here in the UK. Bank holidays don't really mean much to me, so it's not really much different. The energy is really weird today. It's very muggy and it feels very warm. That could be why I'm struggling breathing and things. It's like clammy and muggy and yucky. I don't like it. Right, let's get the runes. I'm going to blow on the runes, clear the energy using my Blackthorn runes today. Got no crystals out today. I just thought I better get it done, otherwise I won't do it. So I've just finished my tea, me dinner, and I've got a nice cup of tea, and I thought we'll go with a reading. So let's see what we got. Oh, we've got Peyote Ceremony, New Abilities. So this card comes up when you're studying something, when you're looking at something, when you want to expand on something. So say you were very artistic and you wanted to take that a bit further, or you wanted to add something in with your art. Say you were a painter, always using oil paints, but you wanted to try different paints or something, so stuff like that. Or it could be new abilities with a job. It could be taking a cooking class. It literally, it's opened up for any thing that you can think of, really. It's not very specific, and peyote is obviously used for an expansiony type of ceremony, and that's really, it's like expanding either skills that you already have, or you're bursting through with new abilities coming through, so you might have just taken up something. So the card that we're going to have with that is Turkey, and that's telling us that whatever is coming up here with the new abilities or stuff that we want to connect in with, is Turkey's saying, Turkey's about giveaway. It's about, it gives its whole self away for you know, Thanksgiving and stuff, and Christmas here in the UK. And so it's like, I'm reading it as like, give your whole self into these new abilities. You know, don't go half in. Don't just like tippy tap, tippy. I can't, don't, don't tippy toe in. You know, immerse yourself. Go for it. You know, it's there. The energy's there for you to do this. Otherwise, these wouldn't have come up. So yeah, so if there's anything around you that you are thinking about trying, or something that's already, you know, in your mind that you've started, just go for it. It's saying the energy's there to just try it, go for it, and you know, put your whole self into it. Don't be half I want to say half-arsed, and I do apologize, but that is what I really wanted to say. So half-arsed. So we've got here 25 Ascended Master Yoganda and Rhodonite, and we've got Empowered Service. So it obviously that is about giving giving out into the universe something that you've empowered your whole self in. And it's again, it's like, don't be half-assed at doing something. Like, put your full self in. You can always you know, further down the road just think, oh no, this isn't for me. But when you go into something, go in with your heart. Rhodonite is a crystal of the heart. It's about expanding that heart center. It's about emotionally giving. So it's like, put your whole self into something. Give your heart to it. Don't try and be shy. Don't try and think, oh well, you know, I might not be good at something, or you know, I'll just dabble a little bit. No, go for it. Just put your whole self out there. You know, don't worry what others think. Don't worry about stuff that's happened in the past. It's just, you know, fully empower yourself in it. And you know, a lot of times when you sort of have the stuff on the spiritual on the spiritual path, there's a lot of stuff about you know, your purpose, why you're here, you know, and it's a big thing. And is it, you know, that you're here to run a big spiritual retreat in Bali, you know, and that you move to Bali and you put your heart and soul into, you know, doing something like that. And a lot of people feel quite inadequate because there's people doing that sort of thing, and then they think their little corner of the world, all they're doing is, you know, reading some cards for, maybe not professionally, maybe just for friends, and they're, you know, doing their little bits of study, and they sort of put themselves down and don't think of themselves as like being proper in the world and empowered and giving a service. Now, service is and can be something like, you know, you hold space for others, you hold meditation classes, you know, you teach others tarot and all sorts of things, and you're giving of a service. But actually, being of service in the world is that you are in the world, that you are giving, that you know, you don't have to run a big retreat in Bali. You don't have to have a spiritual metaphysical shop. You don't have to, like, you know, be in Glastonbury doing the thing, doing the do. Being of service is being fully empowered within yourself, being real and truthful and honest with yourself, and looking at, you know, your shadow and improving yourself, improving your knowledge, your wisdom, improving the way you react with people, the way you act with people, the way you interact. It's all of those things. That's about being empowered, and that is being of service to the universe. So, you know, we're not all meant to be running retreats in Bali and having a metaphysical shop in Glastonbury, and your purpose can be something that is seemingly small and, you know, seemingly not important. So maybe your purpose is to, you know, get married and have a lovely family and bring up children and put them out into the world with lovely morals and you know, love, and so that they are beautiful souls out in the world. And you know, that could be your purpose. So you're not going to be out there doing a retreat in Bali. There's nothing wrong with having a retreat in Bali, and why I've picked that to talk about, I've no clue, because I don't know anyone that runs a retreat in Bali. I know many do, but I don't know them. But I often went back and forth about, what is my purpose? Why am I here? You know, I haven't got a metaphysical shop. I am not doing this. You know, I taught Reiki for quite a long time, and I run spiritual and self-development groups for years, which was lovely and I really, really enjoyed. But I think more my purpose, and especially recently, it's come to me that it seems to be my purpose is to really understand who I am as a soul being and spiritual being. And more that feels so correct to me, that my purpose is to do the shadow work, look at stuff, you know, work with runes, work with tarot, work with oracle cards, do readings, meditate, do all that stuff. And so it might not seem like I'm doing it for others, so it might not seem like a service, but the more clear you get, the more you're clearing your ancestral lines, the more you're raising vibration in the world. So the more I'm clearing me, the more I'm helping clear the world. So I am of service, and that is an empowered service. So yeah, don't get hung up on stuff. Obviously they wanted me to talk about that, so we've discussed it. Now let's have the rune and see what rune is going to be with us for this week. It seems quite a fun week. It seems like there's lots of new energy, and maybe that's some of the energies have shifted. Oh, we got Thurazaz. Ooh, okie dokie. So again, we had this a few weeks ago, and it seemed like it was really saying, don't get bound in your own fear. So and I can really equate that to this reading in that same sort of instance of like, you know, don't think you're not of service because you're not running a retreat in Bali or metaphysical shop in Glastonbury or teaching Reiki or teaching meditation or whatever. It's great if you are, and that is, you know, brilliant, but that is not totally what you're here for. You are here to work on you, so, and to clear stuff within you, to change, to grow, to release all that conditioning that we accumulate through childhood and teenage years and all of that, and to really look deep within your soul and find out who you are. And don't be fearful, you know, and don't bind yourself to certain ideals and things that are out in the world. Oh, you know, unless I'm doing this. There's a lot of it in the spiritual field on and I've discussed this before on other videos about things like, oh, you know, if you're not a vegan, then you're not a spiritual person. If you're not doing this, you're not a spiritual person. If you're not doing that correct, you're not a spiritual person. You just need to go with you, and, you know, you need to do what feels right for you, do what, you know, makes your soul sing. And so don't let Thurisaz be a boundary to others deciding what is right for you. And, you know, use Thurisaz as a wonderful boundary, a wonderful edge to your edges, you know, and that means you can expand your edges. That means you can go out and look at new abilities and take up new things, you know, expand that boundary. Don't let it be tight towards you, so out of fear. And, you know, you need to be able to move forward. And sometimes you have to pull that boundary around you, especially if you're doing new things, because quite often when you're doing new things, you need to feel a bit more secure. And so Thurisaz is great for that, because you can bring it more close around you until you find your foot in, find what feels great, and then you can move forward. So yeah, let me take a sip of tea. I'm starting to dry up. I didn't think this would be a long reading, because I know my energy isn't super great. And when my energy isn't super great, I don't do tons of work. So I will do readings, and I won't necessarily send healing to someone else. I'll give myself healing. I don't feel that is correct for me to do when my energy is very low and flat. I like to build myself up, and that's a boundary that I have, and that is very Thurisaz for me. I know when my energy is low and I need to pull my energies in towards me and not put them out there. So if someone rung me and said, oh, I really need healing, my heart would go out to them, and I'd want to send them healing. But now, because I feel that my empowered service is to be truly empowered, is to say no. I'm really, really sorry at the moment. I could ask someone else, or, you know, I could offer some advice. I'd probably say, oh, go on YouTube and look up some solfeggio. And quite often I'll send people some solfeggio links for really good videos for healing and things. But I know that I'm not in the right place to send healing. I wouldn't give someone a full reading. I'm okay doing this because it's a small reading for the week that is general. Yeah, so I'm not connected in with someone else. Okay, I'm connected in with all of you that may watch this, but it's very different to be than to be sitting opposite someone and doing a reading. So I wouldn't do a reading at the moment for someone like that, because I don't feel that that would be right. So that's me using the Thurisaz in a very empowered way, and knowing my boundaries, and knowing my edges, and knowing how far and when I can push those edges. And at the moment, I wouldn't be pushing my edges too far, because I don't have the energy to do that. That could all change tomorrow. So yeah, so that's the reading for this week. I can't think what the date is today. It's the 26th of August, bank holiday, Monday. And yeah, so I will come back next week with a reading on, like I said, I'm not going to do Sundays anymore, because I have some stuff come up on a Sunday now, where I'll be working with some people, doing some stuff for me, and so I won't have the time to get a reading up. So that's fine. I thought we'll change it. We'll change it to a Monday. You know, and that's the other thing about your spiritual path. Don't get up on, you know, you can make rules for yourself and then you can change them. You know, that you don't have to stick with something. You know, if you always pull cards on a Monday and you don't feel up for it, or you're busy and you haven't had time, doesn't mean you have to wait till the following Monday. You know, if you feel good on Tuesday, or you have the time on Tuesday, do it on Tuesday. Don't box yourself in. Don't you know, make your own edges and boundaries, and they're very flexible and they can change whenever you want them to change. You're in charge and you can do that. So yeah, so that's the reading for this week. So I hope you enjoy that, everyone, and I will see you in the next one. I don't know if I will get another video up this week. I may do. I did put up a video earlier about my magical book that I've done, but I'm not sure if I will be doing another one this week. But my love and blessings to you all out there, and I hope you have a lovely week if I don't do another video. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Love and blessings.